Success isn't random or based on sheer luck. It's built on intentional habits, a strong mindset, and strategies that create long-term wealth and fulfillment. Millionaires understand this and consistently apply these principles to achieve outstanding results. In this video, we'll explore the 7 key habits that set millionaires apart and how you can adopt them to unlock your own success. Success is intentional success. It's about luck or coincidence. It's a result of deliberate actions, cultivated habits, and a growth-oriented mindset. Millionaires don't just work harder or smarter, they think differently. Their unique perspective on goals, challenges, and opportunities sets them apart from the average person. It's not just about earning more or cutting costs. It's about a comprehensive approach to life. From how they manage their time to how they assess opportunities, millionaires design their path with precision. They don't wait for success to happen. They actively create it, continuously refining their strategies for long-term growth and stability. Prioritizing value over cost. One major difference in how millionaires think: they focus on value, not just cost. While most people fixate on price, either avoiding expensive things or celebrating bargains, millionaires assess value. They consider what something will contribute to their life, business, or future. Price is just one factor in their decision-making. When evaluating value, they ask, what's the return on investment? If they're considering an educational course, they don't focus on the upfront cost, but rather on how it can enhance their knowledge and earnings. The same applies to hiring mentors. They weigh the long-term benefits over the immediate expense. This principle also applies to time. Instead of saving money by handling every task themselves, they recognize the opportunity cost. If mowing the lawn takes 2 hours but could be better spent on a high-value project, they delegate the task. It's not laziness, it's strategic thinking. They understand that time and energy are limited resources, so they allocate them wisely. Thinking long-term millionaires have a unique ability to see beyond the short term. They don't just look at the immediate benefits, but assess the long-term impact of their decisions. When they invest in quality, they consider durability, long-term savings, and efficiency. This doesn't mean they spend recklessly. They are discerning about what's worth their money and what isn't. Many hesitate to invest in personal development, quality tools, or valuable experiences. In contrast, millionaires see these as necessary steps toward greater success. Their choices reflect a long-term vision, ensuring that every investment, whether financial or personal, aligns with their future goals. A vision-driven approach: millionaires operate with a clear vision of the future they want to create. This vision guides their decisions, allowing them to make short-term sacrifices without feeling deprived. They understand that passing on a fleeting luxury now paves the way for more significant rewards later. This discipline is particularly evident in their financial habits. Unlike those who spend all they earn, wealthy individuals allocate their income strategically. They prioritize saving, investing, and reinvesting, ensuring their wealth continues to grow over time. Viewing every action as an investment, for millionaires, each decision is a step toward their larger goals. They don't see spending as a loss, but as an opportunity to build something greater, whether it's education, high-quality tools, or meaningful relationships. They recognize these as investments that yield long-term returns. They avoid shortcuts that compromise quality and focus on sustainable growth. The difference between expenses and investments. Millionaires distinguish between spending that generates growth and spending that drains resources. They evaluate whether a purchase will bring lasting benefits or simply provide temporary gratification. This disciplined approach helps them build and sustain wealth while ensuring their resources are used effectively, surrounding themselves with the right people. Another defining characteristic of millionaires is their intentional approach to relationships. They understand that their environment significantly influences their success. Instead of spending time with negative or small-minded individuals, they surround themselves with those who inspire, challenge, and push them toward growth. This isn't about using people, it's about creating meaningful, mutually beneficial connections. Success is rarely achieved alone, and the right relationships provide valuable insights, opportunities, and encouragement. Millionaires seek out mentors, collaborators, and peers who share their ambition and drive. Final thoughts. The habits that set millionaires apart aren't secret formulas reserved for a select few. They are principles anyone can adopt with the right mindset and commitment. By shifting your perspective, prioritizing value, thinking long-term, and surrounding yourself with the right people, you can transform your approach to success. Start small, implement these habits step by step, and over time, they will compound into significant results. Success isn't about one big breakthrough. It's about consistently making decisions that align with your vision. Adopt these principles and watch as your path to success unfolds. Success isn't about luck or chance. It's the result of intentional habits, a strong mindset, and well-planned strategies that lead to long-term wealth and fulfillment. Millionaires understand this principle and consistently apply it to achieve extraordinary results. In this video, we'll explore the 7 key habits that set millionaires apart and how you can adopt them to unlock your own path to success. Success is a deliberate process. Success doesn't happen by accident. It's a process shaped by your mindset, daily habits, and the actions you take consistently. Millionaires don't just work harder or smarter, they think differently. They approach goals, challenges, and opportunities with a strategic mindset that allows them to create sustainable success. It's not simply about earning more or spending less, it's about adopting a holistic approach to life. This includes how they perceive value, manage their time, and stay focused on their long-term vision. Rather than letting life dictate their direction, millionaires design their path, continuously refining their strategies to ensure lasting growth and stability. The good news? These principles aren't exclusive to a select few. Anyone willing to shift their perspective and take meaningful action can apply these strategies to their own life. Learning how millionaires think and act can unlock new levels of potential and success. 1. Prioritizing value over cost. One key distinction between millionaires and the average person is how they evaluate spending. While most people focus solely on price, either dismissing something as too expensive or celebrating a bargain, millionaires prioritize value. They ask, what will this contribute to my life, business, or future? Rather than fixating on upfront costs, they consider the return on investment. Whether it's a course, mentorship, or a high-quality tool, they analyze how it will enhance their earning potential, efficiency, or quality of life. This perspective extends to time as well. Instead of saving money by handling every task themselves, they weigh the opportunity cost. If outsourcing a task allows them to focus on high-value activities, they gladly make that trade. It's not about laziness, it's about maximizing their resources for long-term growth. 2. The power of delayed gratification. While many seek immediate rewards, millionaires understand that true success comes from sacrifices made today for greater rewards tomorrow. They harness the power of compounding, recognizing that small, strategic decisions lead to significant outcomes over time. Whereas some might use financial windfalls for instant gratification, millionaires reinvest their earnings into opportunities that align with their long-term vision. They see money as a tool for growth rather than a means for short-term pleasure. This mindset extends beyond finances. In their careers and businesses, they embrace patience and long-term commitment. While others may abandon projects due to slow progress, millionaires stay the course, knowing that consistency leads to breakthroughs. They apply the same discipline to personal growth, health, and relationships, recognizing that the best results come from sustained effort. To stay disciplined, millionaires create systems that make success easier. They automate savings, set structured goals, and design daily routines that reinforce their priorities. They don't view sacrifices as losses, but as strategic choices that bring them closer to their vision. 3. Leveraging the power of compounding. Compounding isn't just a financial principle, it's a strategy millionaires apply to every aspect of life. They understand that consistent, incremental improvements yield exponential results. Financially, they don't just focus on earning, They ensure their money works for them. They invest regularly, recognizing that even small contributions grow significantly over time. They avoid unnecessary debt and resist lifestyle inflation, channeling their earnings into investments that generate lasting wealth. Beyond money, they apply compounding to personal development. They know that one workout won't transform their health and one book won't revolutionize their knowledge, but consistent exercise and lifelong learning lead to profound, lasting change. Compounding also influences their relationships. Millionaires build trust and goodwill gradually, consistently offering support and maintaining integrity. Over time, this results in strong networks that open doors to new opportunities and collaborations. 4. Surrounding themselves with the right people. Millionaires understand that their environment shapes their success. They are intentional about surrounding themselves with individuals who challenge, inspire, and uplift them. They recognize that relationships aren't merely transactions, but opportunities for mutual growth. They seek out mentors, business partners, and friends who align with their aspirations, pushing them to new heights. Likewise, they cut ties with negative influences that hinder progress. At the same time, they strive to be valuable connections themselves, offering guidance and support to those in their network. By cultivating meaningful relationships, they create an environment where success is not only possible, but inevitable. 5. Taking ownership of their time. Time is the most valuable resource, and millionaires treat it as such. They don't let distractions dictate their schedules or waste time on unproductive activities. Instead, they are highly intentional about how they allocate their time. They prioritize high-impact tasks, automate or delegate low-value activities, and set boundaries to protect their focus. They also invest in their personal well-being, understanding that rest, exercise, and reflection enhance productivity. 6. Staying adaptable and continuously learning. The world is constantly evolving, and millionaires stay ahead by embracing change. They are lifelong learners, always seeking new knowledge and skills to remain competitive. Rather than fearing uncertainty, they view challenges as opportunities for growth. They stay open to new ideas, pivot when necessary, and continuously refine their strategies. This adaptability enables them to thrive in any economic climate. 7. Maintaining a clear vision. Perhaps the most defining trait of millionaires is their unwavering clarity of purpose. They have a clear vision of the future they want to create and use it as a guiding force in their decision-making. This clarity helps them stay focused even when faced with setbacks. They understand that minor sacrifices are insignificant compared to the long-term rewards of staying disciplined. Their vision keeps them motivated, ensuring they remain committed to their journey no matter the obstacles. The path to success is in your hands. Millionaires don't achieve success through luck or shortcuts. They build it through intentional habits, strategic decision-making, and long-term thinking. The best part? You don't need to be wealthy to start adopting these principles. By prioritizing value over cost, embracing delayed gratification, leveraging compounding, and surrounding yourself with the right people, you can set yourself on the path to financial freedom and fulfillment. Success is a choice. Start making small, strategic changes today and watch as they compound into extraordinary results over time. The journey begins now. Returns unlock doors to new opportunities, partnerships, and collaborations, all stemming from reliable connections. Personal growth is another area where compounding excels. Wealthy individuals commit to lifelong learning, recognizing that every new skill, insight, or perspective builds upon their existing knowledge. They actively seek mentors, challenge themselves, and embrace continuous improvement. Over time, this accumulation of wisdom and expertise provides them with a competitive advantage that cannot be achieved overnight. Patience and trust in the process distinguish millionaires from the rest. While many abandon their efforts when immediate results are lacking, millionaires persist, understanding that the most significant rewards come with time. They view compounding as a long-term strategy requiring discipline, delayed gratification, and confidence in the exponential returns of their efforts. Millionaires also cultivate environments that enhance the compounding effect, They surround themselves with like-minded individuals who share their dedication to growth. They establish systems and routines, such as automating finances, that ensure consistency and efficiency. By leveraging the power of compounding across finances, habits, relationships, and personal growth, millionaires build a foundation for sustained success that continues to expand over time. Allocating time to key priorities amplifies this effect, making compounding one of the most influential tools for achieving long-term success. One of the most remarkable aspects of compounding is its universality. It yields results regardless of one's starting point. Even small, consistent actions can lead to extraordinary outcomes when maintained over time. This mindset enables millionaires to approach challenges with confidence, trusting that steady effort will eventually produce substantial results. Compounding requires discipline but also demands perspective. Wealthy individuals focus on the bigger picture, understanding that the most meaningful progress often remains invisible in the early stages. They resist the temptation of quick fixes and shortcuts, knowing these can undermine long-term growth. Ultimately, this principle enables them to turn ordinary actions into extraordinary achievements. By applying compounding across various aspects of life, finances, habits, relationships, and personal development, millionaires create lives of abundance and fulfillment. Though it operates quietly behind the scenes, its impact is undeniable. With intention and consistency, they harness this power, building momentum that propels them toward their goals with unstoppable force. The fourth key distinction is that millionaires master emotional intelligence. This ability is fundamental for overcoming challenges, nurturing relationships, and making well-informed decisions. The mindset of millionaires: emotional intelligence and success. Success isn't just about technical skills or knowledge, it's also about mastering emotions, both your own and those of others. Millionaires understand this deeply, and they leverage emotional intelligence to make better decisions, foster strong relationships, and maintain long-term success. Self-awareness, the foundation of emotional intelligence. At the core of emotional intelligence lies self-awareness. Wealthy individuals develop this ability through regular reflection on their thoughts, feelings, and actions. They understand their strengths, weaknesses, and triggers, which helps them avoid impulsive reactions. When faced with criticism or setbacks, they pause, assess, and respond thoughtfully rather than defensively. This ability to self-regulate keeps them effective and focused, even under pressure. The power of self-regulation beyond awareness. Millionaires excel at self-regulation. They remain calm and composed, particularly in uncertain or high-stress situations. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, it means channeling them productively. When faced with challenges, they use emotions as motivation for problem solving, rather than allowing fear or frustration to take control. This discipline gives them an advantage in negotiations, leadership roles, and personal interactions. The role of empathy is another key component of emotional intelligence. Millionaires are skilled at understanding and valuing other perspectives. They practice active listening, not just to respond, but to genuinely comprehend the thoughts and emotions of others. This ability allows them to build trust, foster meaningful connections, and create an environment where collaboration thrives. Building trust through emotional intelligence success often hinges on relationships, and emotional intelligence plays a critical role in building trust. Wealthy individuals achieve this by putting themselves in others' shoes, fostering rapport that encourages loyalty and cooperation. They tailor their communication style to resonate with different audiences, making them more effective leaders and negotiators. Emotional intelligence in leadership and decision-making. Millionaires use emotional intelligence to inspire and motivate others, ensuring their vision is understood and embraced. Resilience, deeply connected to emotional intelligence, helps them manage emotions when facing adversity. Instead of letting fear or frustration immobilize them, they acknowledge these feelings and push forward with determination. They view setbacks as temporary and failures as opportunities for growth, maintaining rational decision-making and momentum even in challenging times. Social awareness and navigating complex situations. Social awareness is another vital component. Wealthy individuals are adept at observing social dynamics, reading nonverbal cues, and understanding unspoken needs. This ability allows them to navigate complex social situations with ease, strengthening their network and influence. Conflict is inevitable, but millionaires handle it with empathy and tact. Rather than avoiding difficult conversations, they address them head-on, focusing on solutions and preventing small issues from escalating. Balancing emotion and logic in decision-making, emotional intelligence also plays a crucial role in decision-making. While emotions can subconsciously influence choices, millionaires balance emotional insights with logic and data. For instance, they may rely on intuition to gauge a business opportunity, but always validate it with concrete evidence before taking action. Emotional intelligence, a skill that can be developed. Emotional intelligence is not a fixed trait. It's a skill that can be developed and refined. Successful individuals invest in mindfulness, coaching, and self-reflection to enhance their emotional intelligence. They seek feedback from trusted mentors, using it to identify blind spots and improve their interactions. The cornerstone of long-term success. Ultimately, emotional intelligence empowers millionaires to navigate the complexities of human behavior with grace and effectiveness. By building strong, lasting relationships, making sound decisions, and leading authentically, they lay the foundation for sustained achievement and fulfillment. It's not just about financial success. It's about creating a life of meaningful impact and lasting prosperity. Success isn't a matter of luck or coincidence. It's the result of intentional habits, mindset, and strategies that lead to long-term wealth and fulfillment. Millionaires understand this and consistently apply these principles to achieve remarkable results. In this video, we'll explore the 7 key things millionaires do differently and how you can apply these strategies to unlock your own path to success. Success isn't random. It's a deliberate process shaped by your mindset, habits, and the consistent actions you take. Those who achieve and sustain financial freedom follow principles that are both practical and profound. Their success isn't just about working harder or smarter. It stems from thinking differently. Millionaires approach goals, challenges, and opportunities with a unique perspective that sets them apart. It's not just about increasing income or cutting costs. It's a holistic way of living. They assess value, manage time effectively, and maintain focus. Instead of passively letting life happen, they actively design their path, refining strategies to ensure long-term stability and growth. The good news? These principles aren't closely guarded secrets. They're accessible to anyone willing to shift their mindset and take meaningful action. Understanding how millionaires think and operate can transform not just your financial situation, but your entire approach to life. Adopting these principles can unlock your potential and open doors to new possibilities. The first key difference? They prioritize value over cost. While most people focus on price, either dismissing something as too expensive or celebrating a bargain, millionaires evaluate value. They consider what something contributes to their life, business, or future. For them, price is just one factor. When assessing value, they ask questions about return on investment. If they're considering a course, they don't just focus on the cost, they evaluate how the knowledge gained will enhance their earning potential. Likewise, when hiring a mentor, they weigh the long-term impact on their success rather than the immediate expense. This perspective extends beyond finances. It applies to time as well. While some may handle tasks themselves to save money, millionaires think strategically about opportunity cost. If mowing the lawn takes 2 hours, but that time could be better spent on a high-value project, they'll gladly pay someone else to do it. This isn't about laziness, it's about strategy. Millionaires recognize that time and energy are finite resources, so they allocate them wisely to maximize value and growth. The greatest distinction in how millionaires think lies in their ability to see the long-term impact of their decisions. When investing in quality, they consider durability and potential savings from avoiding cheaper, less effective alternatives. This doesn't mean they spend recklessly. On the contrary, they are highly discerning. They differentiate between productive and wasteful spending. While many hesitate to invest in personal development or quality tools, millionaires view such choices as essential to success. This mindset influences how they handle finances, structure time, and approach challenges. Their secret? A vision-driven approach. Millionaires have a clear picture of the future they're working toward and keep that vision at the forefront of their decisions. This focus helps them make short-term sacrifices without feeling deprived. They understand that skipping unnecessary expenses or resisting impulsive purchases is a minor inconvenience compared to the long-term rewards of staying disciplined. This discipline is especially evident in their financial strategies. Unlike those who spend every dollar they earn, millionaires allocate income thoughtfully. They prioritize saving, investing, and reinvesting to build sustainable wealth. Every action they take is a stepping stone. They don't see spending as a loss, but as an investment in future success. Whether it's education, quality tools, or meaningful relationships, they know these investments often yield significant returns. They avoid cutting corners if it compromises quality or long-term outcomes. Here's an important distinction they make. Millionaires know the difference between an expense and an investment. They spend money on things that generate growth or add value, while avoiding expenses that drain resources without offering meaningful returns. This requires a disciplined mindset, one that constantly evaluates whether each decision aligns with their long-term goals. This principle extends to relationships. Wealthy individuals surround themselves with people who challenge, inspire, and uplift them. They step outside their comfort zones and invest time in cultivating meaningful connections. To them, relationships aren't transactions, they are opportunities for mutual growth and success. Prioritizing value over cost creates a ripple effect. It shapes how millionaires think, act, and make decisions, allowing them to use their time and money effectively. This ensures they're always building toward a future filled with abundance and opportunity. The second key difference? An unwavering commitment to delayed gratification. While many seek immediate rewards, millionaires understand that true success often stems from sacrifices made today for greater rewards tomorrow. They grasp the power of compounding, how small, smart decisions accumulate into significant outcomes over time. While others might use financial windfalls to splurge on luxuries, millionaires reinvest them into opportunities that align with their long-term goals. They view every dollar as a tool for growth, not just for short-term indulgence. This mindset influences their careers and businesses. Millionaires don't expect instant success. They put in years of effort to build something meaningful. Where others might abandon a project due to slow progress, wealthy individuals persist, knowing patience and consistency are essential for breakthroughs. This principle applies beyond finances. It shapes their entire lifestyle. Wealthy people prioritize health, education, and relationships with a focus on long-term benefits. They know that avoiding shortcuts today leads to compounded rewards in the future. Whether it's developing skills or maintaining a healthy lifestyle, they embrace the reality that excellence requires persistence. Delayed gratification isn't always easy. It's tested in moments of temptation and challenge. To navigate these moments, millionaires create systems that support discipline. They set budgets, automate savings, and design schedules that prioritize their most important tasks. By minimizing daily decision-making, they preserve their willpower and stay focused on their goals. What truly sets them apart is their perspective on sacrifice. Millionaires don't see sacrifices as losses, but as strategic choices. For them, delaying gratification isn't about deprivation, it's about taking purposeful steps toward their vision. Each decision aligned with their long-term goals reinforces their confidence and belief in success. The rewards of delayed gratification go beyond financial gains. Millionaires experience the deep satisfaction of achieving their goals and the confidence that comes from knowing their success is earned. They gain the freedom to make choices based on their values rather than immediate needs or external pressures. At its core, delayed gratification is about understanding that success is a long game. Millionaires embrace this reality, building their wealth and lives step by step. Each small, disciplined decision contributes to a foundation for an extraordinary future. While others may struggle with setbacks or impatience, millionaires trust the process. They believe in their ability to achieve great things and stay committed to their path. These are just two of the 7 key differences in how millionaires think and act. By implementing these principles, you can begin shifting your mindset and taking control of your financial future. Stay tuned for the rest of the list as we uncover more strategies that set millionaires apart from the rest. The 6th key trait that sets millionaires apart is their ability to think long-term in every aspect of their lives. While many people focus on short-term gains or immediate gratification, millionaires embrace a mindset that extends years, even decades, into the future. This perspective shapes their decisions, strategies, and actions, allowing them to build lasting wealth and success. Millionaires pursue their goals with patience and a commitment to steady growth. They recognize that meaningful achievements take time and willingly invest the necessary effort and resources without expecting immediate results. They are committed for the long haul. This long-term thinking begins with a clear vision. Wealthy individuals have a well-defined picture of their future, what kind of life they want to lead, the legacy they wish to leave, and the impact they hope to create. This vision serves as their guiding star, helping them stay focused and aligned, even in the face of short-term challenges. To think long-term, planning is essential. Millionaires prioritize strategic planning to ensure their decisions support their future goals. They outline actionable steps while maintaining the flexibility to adapt as circumstances change, enabling them to stay on course toward their aspirations. Rather than relying on luck or chance, wealthy individuals develop detailed strategies to achieve their objectives. These plans include specific milestones, timelines, and contingencies to manage unforeseen events. They regularly review and refine their plans, ensuring they remain on track while adjusting to new opportunities or challenges. Financial planning is a critical aspect of long-term thinking. Wealthy individuals exercise discipline in saving, investing, and managing their finances with a future-oriented approach. They understand the power of compounding and prioritize financial decisions that foster long-term growth. Instead of impulsive spending, they allocate resources to investments that will build wealth over time. Investing, in particular, highlights the power of long-term thinking. Millionaires do not chase quick profits or react impulsively to market trends. Instead, they focus on building diversified portfolios that balance risk and reward. They remain patient with their investments, allowing them to grow steadily rather than making hasty decisions based on short-term fluctuations. This disciplined approach helps them navigate economic downturns and seize opportunities when the time is right. In their careers and businesses, long-term thinkers prioritize sustainable growth. They resist the urge to cut corners for immediate benefits, understanding that shortcuts often lead to instability. Instead, they focus on building strong foundations, whether through high-quality products, nurturing talent, or establishing customer trust. This commitment to sustainability ensures their success endures over time. They also invest in meaningful, lasting relationships. Wealthy individuals recognize that strong personal and professional connections open doors, provide support, and create opportunities. Rather than leveraging people for short-term gain, they build trust and mutual benefit, fostering long-term partnerships. This mindset extends to personal development as well. Millionaires are committed to continuous learning and self-improvement, recognizing that these investments yield long-term rewards. They are unafraid to start small or face setbacks because they see each step as part of a greater journey. One challenge of long-term thinking is maintaining patience and discipline despite immediate distractions or pressures. Millionaires develop the ability to delay gratification, choosing what benefits their future selves over what feels good in the moment. This self-discipline sets them apart from those who prioritize convenience over lasting success. Their long-term perspective also shapes how they handle setbacks. Wealthy individuals view failures as temporary and use them as learning opportunities to refine their strategies. Rather than becoming discouraged or giving up, they remain focused on their ultimate vision. This resilience enables them to navigate challenges without losing sight of their goals. Legacy plays a crucial role in their thinking. Wealthy individuals look beyond their own lifetimes, considering how their decisions will influence future generations. They aim to create a lasting impact, and this sense of purpose drives them to make thoughtful, intentional choices. By adopting a long-term mindset, wealthy individuals cultivate stability and direction in their lives. They are not easily swayed by daily fluctuations because they have a clear vision of their ultimate goals. This focus on the bigger picture allows them to make confident, consistent decisions, knowing that each step contributes to a greater whole. Long-term thinking is a defining characteristic of success. It empowers millionaires to build wealth, maintain strong relationships, and achieve enduring goals. More than just a strategy, it is a perspective, a way of making decisions that prioritize the future over the fleeting. This mindset is a cornerstone of their success, distinguishing them in a world often driven by short-term desires. The seventh key trait that distinguishes millionaires is their ability to embrace calculated risks. Contrary to the common belief that millionaires are reckless risk-takers, the reality is more nuanced. They don't take blind chances. Instead, they assess and strategize before making well-informed decisions. Their willingness to step out of their comfort zones and navigate uncertainty sets them apart. Calculated risk begins with thorough preparation. Wealthy individuals conduct extensive research before making decisions. They gather critical information, analyze potential outcomes, and weigh the pros and cons. This diligence ensures that their choices are based on evidence and insight rather than impulse. One way they manage risk is through diversification. Millionaires understand the importance of spreading their investments across different areas to mitigate potential losses. Diversification acts as a safety net. If one investment underperforms, others can balance the impact, maintaining financial stability. A key element of calculated risk is setting clear boundaries. Wealthy individuals define what they are willing to lose and adhere to those limits. They don't gamble recklessly or let emotions cloud their judgment. This disciplined approach allows them to take bold steps without compromising their financial security or long-term objectives. Timing plays a crucial role in risk-taking. Millionaires don't rush into opportunities simply because they arise. They wait for the right moment when the odds are in their favor. This patience requires a deep understanding of market trends and personal preparedness. By aligning their actions with optimal timing, they increase their chances of success. While millionaires are open to taking risks, they prioritize contingency planning. They prepare for worst-case scenarios by establishing safeguards and exit strategies, ensuring they can handle potential setbacks. This foresight gives them confidence to move forward, knowing they have a safety net in place. Risk-taking often involves innovation and creativity. Wealthy individuals challenge conventional thinking and embrace ideas that others might dismiss as too risky. They see these opportunities as chances to stand out and gain a competitive edge. This mindset drives them to create unique value in their industries. Confidence is essential in embracing calculated risks. Millionaires trust their abilities, instincts, and judgment, not out of arrogance, but from experience and preparation. They have honed their skills, expanded their knowledge, and learned from both successes and failures. This foundation of confidence enables them to act decisively when opportunities arise. Successful individuals also surround themselves with advisors, mentors, and experts who provide valuable guidance. They understand the importance of seeking input from those with specialized knowledge and diverse perspectives. This collaborative approach helps them identify blind spots and make well-rounded decisions. Failure is an inevitable part of risk-taking, but millionaires don't fear it. They see failure as a natural and necessary part of growth. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. This resilience allows them to recover from losses and continue pursuing their goals with renewed determination. They focus on long-term benefits rather than short-term rewards. Millionaires don't take risks for instant gratification. They do so with the bigger picture in mind. This long-term perspective ensures their decisions align with their overall vision, even if immediate results are uncertain. Mindset plays a significant role in their ability to embrace risk. Wealthy individuals view risk as an opportunity for growth rather than something to avoid. They recognize that playing it safe often leads to stagnation and missed chances. By taking calculated risks, they position themselves for breakthroughs and greater achievements. Calculated risk also involves leveraging resources effectively. Millionaires excel at using other people's expertise, time, and capital to mitigate risk and maximize opportunities. This strategic delegation allows them to focus on areas where they can create the most impact while minimizing unnecessary exposure. Finally, successful individuals understand that avoiding risk can sometimes be the greatest risk of all. In a rapidly changing world, staying in the comfort zone can lead to missed opportunities and diminishing returns. They weigh the cost of inaction and recognize that bold, calculated moves are often necessary to achieve success. By embracing calculated risks, millionaires accomplish what others may see as impossible. They know that growth requires stepping into the unknown with preparation, confidence, and adaptability. This mindset enables them to seize opportunities, navigate challenges, and continually push their limits. Millionaires achieve success because they approach life and business differently. Their habits, mindset, and strategies create a cycle of growth and achievement that sets them apart. They think long-term, maintain discipline, take calculated risks, and commit to continuous learning. They manage time efficiently, cultivate meaningful relationships, and remain resilient in the face of adversity. What's remarkable is how these principles interconnect. Millionaires don't just practice one or two of these habits, they integrate them into every aspect of their lives. Their commitment to excellence and growth shapes how they make decisions, interact with others, and overcome obstacles. These 7 habits of millionaires aren't secrets. They're principles that anyone can learn and master. Success isn't about being extraordinary. It's about consistently doing the ordinary things with intention. While the steps may seem small, their impact compounds over time, leading to remarkable results. The beauty of these principles is that they're accessible to everyone. You don't need $1 million to start thinking like a millionaire. You just need the willingness to change your habits, shift your mindset, and take action. Success is a journey, and each step brings you closer to your goals. It starts with a choice, a commitment to growth, resilience, and focus on what truly matters. Wealthy individuals understand that success is built one decision at a time, one habit at a time, and one day at a time. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it through persistence, preparation, and boldness. More importantly, they recognize that the journey is just as valuable as the destination. The same principles that lead to financial success also bring fulfillment, purpose, and a sense of achievement. What sets millionaires apart isn't just their wealth. It's their willingness to think differently, act decisively, and adapt continuously. These qualities are within reach for anyone ready to embrace them. The question is, are you ready to take that step? Are you prepared to shift your mindset, take bold actions, and shape the future you envision? The path to success is open to those willing to walk it. With the right mindset, habits, and determination, extraordinary results are within your grasp. Success isn't a distant dream, it's a choice. The time to make that choice is now.